Hey guys, we had a couple of false starts this morning, but we're going to keep going this time, I hope. Um, the pets have decided to join me in the office today, and it's been a little distracting and chaotic, but this is a kind of a fun episode anyway. So with this take, we're just going to keep rolling. So I want to start out with today's flow, and it's a very tongue-in-cheek episode. So we're going to talk Lego logic. Like, what is the excuses? And we kind of did a poll this week that I want to go through and read some of the comments here towards the end. That, yeah, so the channel update, we'll go over that real quick. Then the girl math, the fun begins. What I want to do is I have created an actual Lego buyer's excuse wheel. Excuses APOLs use to buy Lego are the the logic we use. Um, And I actually have a fun story that relates to the picking the Lego lanes and the purge I've been doing yesterday, where I actually went to River City Bricks to exchange. Well, I was going to sell some brand new sealed in box sets, but ended up doing more of an inventory exchange. So shout out to Michael down there for helping me out, and we'll talk about that, and I'll show you what I got. Then we have Bricky's tip. Again, this is very tongue in cheek, and he's got a lot of jokes this week. And then my Lego week, what I built, what I'm working on, what's next on the table. I'd love to hear in the comments from later on what you guys are doing as well in your Lego lives. So we'll start with the channel update. Still feeling the Lego love. You guys are great. We blew right past the 50 mark to 58. I am so excited and so humbled at the rate that the channel has grown this week. And I've been looking at it. I thought in part maybe it was due to the giveaway. And honestly, I don't think that it is. We only have like 11 or 12 entries. So we will be drawing that later today, and I'll do that live. I'm probably going to use the wheel to do it. Jim was a little camera shy, so we'll pick a different way of doing it, and you guys will be familiar with the wheel and the way it works, the picker wheel. So yeah, we're at 58, and I'm just like I'm very humbled and very appreciative of everybody that's willing to spend time listening, watching, commenting, interacting. What I really wanted was to build a Lego community. I don't have a lot of folks around here that build Lego as far as I know, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the interaction and I really appreciate you guys so much. And as I just let the cat out of the bag, the uh, the giveaway is incoming today, and kind of like that spooky background there. That's kind of cool. So one more before we get to this kind of update. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but Unis Lapis also writes books, and I've got the Half-Built Kingdom here, and the Brick Squad Adventures, the Midnight Build, Lego Lovin' Lady, Brick Czar, Brick Trains. Several of us creators are in here somewhere, and I really love the description he gave a Lego Lovin' Lady. So if you'll see, there will now be a little heart that appears on my minifig in the in the uh, in the slides and the backgrounds and things. So so yeah, thank you, Unis, for including me in your book. That was kind of surreal. So all right, so now let's have some fun. So this is, like I said, this is just a fun little poking fun at myself, some of the logic I have used in the past to justify probably sets I shouldn't have bought, but I just got excited very early as a Lego collector, and well, I bought a little bit of everything. So now I'm having to go through and kind of not keep a little bit of everything. So what I want to do is we will go out to Bricklink where the crowdfunding I think is starting from what I'm looking at in 23 hours, 23 days, 1 hour and 26 minutes. And we will, the ones that I think I'll be wanting to get, we'll spin the wheel to see what the wheel comes up with. We also did a poll on this, and I want to read some of the responses that came from that. So that was really, really fun. As you can see from the slide, Ricky had a lot of fun with it, emotional support Lego cause, and that's why that's actually one of them on the wheel when I would question my mom when I was little. And she would say, cause, and that's why. And now I knew then I better quit arguing because, back then you could get a paddling. But anyway, Rakuten made me do it. And then, the rebrickable excuse. So yeah, we we're just gonna have a little fun today, and I hope you guys hang along for the ride. So with that being said, I'm gonna move this stuff over. Here's your first glimpse at the wheel. Well, that ain't the way I wanted it to go, but that's the way it went. So here we go. So there we go. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. So while we're looking here, we are on the Bricklink page, and I've got my wish list pulled up so that we can look at that here in a little bit too. I've got to get a little bit of coffee. My voice is very scratchy this morning. I think we're in round 49 of Pollengeddon here in the South. Sorry about that. So here, the University of Science. Um, it's a beautiful set. It has almost 4,000 pieces, 18 minifigs, and 10 stickers. And it's probably mammoth, and it's something I should talk myself out of because I don't have the space and I'm trying to go through, but I think it will really work because I do like the modulars. I have come to the conclusion that I can like a theme but not have to have everything in the theme, so I don't have to be a completionist. So like I can gear towards like what's the name of this? The University of Science. And I was able to almost acquire the Art Factory yesterday, and I have the the museum from Lego to build. So I think those will all look really, really great on the shelf together. And now you hear me justifying myself, but let's spin the wheel and see what it says here. Oh, it makes a cute little sound too. I hope you guys can hear that. I agree with that. This is emotional support Lego. It's been a rough week. I'll take that one. So let's go back. Whoop. Okay. Not really a trained person. It does look cool to anybody that would like it. I do love this little hot air balloon. Yeah, I love the hot air balloon. I'm not even going to try to talk through it. We're just going to see what the wheel says. I got three WPs, two times the points, and racket and cash back. I could not buy it. Two of those things may be true at this point because they are doing a double points event in June. And I think the past couple of times it has kind of overlapped a little bit. So we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of funny. And which one of these sets are you guys thinking about getting? Those are the main two, I think, for me. I haven't wanted to look too much because I don't know that Smart Keep looks kind of cool. I just don't have room for these massive sets, but look at that thing. a great castle. It's just really, really cool. Look at that thing. Let's see what this is going to come up to. If I buy three, there's a rebrickable. Uh, Been there, done that. Let's spin again. That one don't really fit for this. What do you mean? I do need it. Okay. That's kind of on point right there. Like I said, this is very tongue in cheek, very fun. Um, Honestly, though, I'll probably have to let that one pass me by. Though, it would look good with the AIT. And I know a lot of people like this coconut cape, and I like the colors and everything, but I don't think it's for me. Oh, I must be growing as a collector because I don't say that about Lego much. Yes, I said it about the Model T, but I didn't enjoy that build. I am kind of regretting not getting the ship from last time. Hopefully, if they do a second chance sale, I'll be able to do that, but I have not had a lot of luck with the second chance sales. I couldn't get anything to go into the cart last time. Um, the time before that, I thought I had the Lost City. Then I got an email 2 or 3 days later where it had been canceled and my money been refunded. So, so let's talk about this wheel a little bit. As you can see, it's there's green. It's red light logic. I also do a lot of continuous improvement stuff, so it's red light logic. So green, why not? This is probably good sound advice, right? Yellow, probably a little shadier. Red is just absolutely where, you know, we're we're just fudging it at that point. So yeah, that's the ones coming up for crowdfunding. Um, Maybe that's one of the lives we'll do instead of an actual episode is we'll go through and look at series 11 and kind of vote, see what you guys think of those. So I'm gonna pop over to my wish list. The Temple Bounty. I have two pirate ships. One is the 3-in-1 pirate ship, and the other is Captain Jack Sparrow's. It's the Black Pearl, but it's the new Black Pearl. And I keep going back and forth on this thing, and it's about to retire, and I'm trying to make space, but I want to buy new Lego. Let's see what the excuse wheel says. Well, it ain't retired yet, so this is an awesome price, but who knows? Usually after they retire, they go up, but not always. So let's spin again on that one and see what we get. Rough week, rough life. Lego makes it better. The Mutant Ninja Turtle figurines, those will definitely be some little crickets that I had. I used to love the Ninja Turtles, even as a young adult, like in my early 20s. So yeah, I'll be getting those. There's no need for an excuse wheel on that. I think the retro radio is cool, but I've almost decided not to get that one. Here's one I can use the excuse wheel on. I've seen Alex Noon's review on it. I've seen several others review on it. The only thing is that it needs a Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio for Catch Me If You Can. If you hadn't seen that movie, it's really, really good. It is super awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's an older movie, but yeah, it's very fun. So let's see here. This thing is huge. I have nowhere to put it unless I hang it from the ceiling some kind of ways. But it has 30 minifigs, so the price isn't that bad. Well, that doesn't apply to this one, so we're going to try again. That's the great thing about the wheel is you can just keep spinning until you get one you can use, right? What do you mean? I do need it. I think we had that one before, but hey, okay, I'll take it. So, oh, that's just pictures. So let me go back. Um, this thing is just cool. I probably won't get it, but I think it's cool. I seen it being built in the Mandalorians in One Starfighter. I seen it being built at the store in Greensboro. The guy just was finishing up. It's really cool. It's not super huge, but it's really cool. This is the latest modular, and it's on the wish list because it is a modular. But I think with my new line of thinking, maybe it don't really fit in with what I'm looking at doing here. I think this guy. We'll have to spin the wheel for this guy because I had the big T-Rex, and if he's gonna stick around, he may actually need a buddy, right? So maybe I should put that on the wheel. But I only have one in this thing. Rakuten made me do it. That's actually what happened with the T-Rex. Rakuten put um 16% cash back, and then I got him on double points. So I'm like, okay, it's time to pull the trigger on the T-Rex. And then I think Steve uh, did a review of the T-Rex when it first last year, and with Imagination Brick Shop, that was really good. And I'm like, ah, yeah, Darth Vader. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. It doesn't matter what the wheel says. That's already on order. Then here's one I'm going to need an excuse for because I keep going back and forth because I like the Enterprise. I love Star Trek. I'm more of a Star Trek than a Star Wars, but I'm afraid this is just a one-off. Maybe I need a wheel for talking myself out of them too. Maybe that's the next wheel we do. Budget, smudget. Yeah, that's a future Renee problem, right? I am in no way suggesting that you ignore your budget. This is just very much just fun, cheeky little answers. I thought I'd make a fun little episode. I've really been wanting this piano, but I have nothing else. I guess it is an ideas theme, which is one of my themes and icons. For some reason, I like really big, really expensive sets. Let's see here. But I heard this one is not a lot of fun to build. We already got that one. Let's respin. Well, this spinner wheel keeps landing on the same ones. No, I think I'm going to go with the one next to it. Lego is cheaper than therapy. It is to a point, but I think I may be at the break even point on that at this point. Let's see. The woodland mushrooms. I just actually seen this set recently, and it's really, really gorgeous. I have nothing else like it. I'm wondering, is this a botanicals? It is a botanicals. So I do have some botanicals. I don't know. I don't think I need an excuse wheel for that one just yet. It's just on the wish list because it's cute and people like want to do birthday presents and Christmas presents and stuff. So that's one for that. Here's one that I absolutely loved when I seen it come out. And to me, it's more of an art set. They said it's an architecture set, but to me, it's an art set. Just look at the different shadings and things and the Statue of Liberty. This thing is really cool. So if I think of it as art, I could slide it into the art but I don't really have anything else architecture. I do have the cause, and that's why. Cause I like it, and that's why. Okay, I like that one. That I'm convinced. But check this thing out, how cool it is. I know it's not like for everybody, but it looked pretty decent size. Oh, I don't know. I just really liked it. I thought it would be cool. So yeah, I'll probably end up with that. I'm not going to pre-order it. I may sit for a while and wait for a deal, because I'm trying to learn that too, that I don't have to buy everything day one. This little guy right here, though, is one of my favorites of anything. And it's the toss up between Snoopy and Scooby as to which one is number one. It's kind of like trying to choose between Brick and News and Imagination Brickshop as to my favorite podcast. It's just not something I can do. So let's see here. But this one completes my collection. That's pretty accurate since it's the only Snoopy Lego set. So yeah, that excuse wheel works for this one. And let's see, we got any more? What do you guys think of the excuse wheel? Tell me in the comments below. I can share it with you if you want to play with it. Let's see here. Oh, these two I'm not so sure about. This one I've been trying to talk myself out of, the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. It is an icon set, which is one of my lanes. I love icons. Uh, Really hoping they'll do a Scooby line, like a icons level mystery machine, full scale Scooby Doo, that type thing. You know what? If Rakuten kicks in before this thing retires, maybe. Let's hit it again and just see what it says here. Okay, it's sticking with the Rakuten. So that's about the last one that I wanted to look at with you guys. So let's let's scroll down here, and I'll make this bigger so maybe you can see it. And we'll go through the wheel. Budget Smudget. Awesome GWPs. They're like free money. Technically, it was on sale. It's bricking cool. I wanted to land on that one, but it never did. I got 3 GWPs, 2 times points, and Rakuten cash back. What do you mean? I do need it. Rough week, rough life. Lego makes it better. Well, it's on double VIP points. How many times have I done that to buy something that I just liked and wanted to build, but really didn't have a place for it permanently in the collection? If I buy 3, there's a rebrickable. It's retired, and this is an awesome price. That's actually a valid one. If it's a retired set you want, especially if it's a white whale, that's a valid one. This is emotional support Lego. Rakuten made me do it. It has 30 minifigs, so the price isn't that bad. Minifigs do impact the price, but that's one I think we all use. Lego is cheaper than therapy. I think we've seen that. Causing, that's why. That's one of the funniest ones. But this one completes my collection. And then retiring, this is retiring soon. Save money, buy it now, not later. So that is the picker wheel. So let's see. Let me drop this down. Yeah, close that out and see where we're at here. Oh, I was going to tell you about the way the purge is going. So as I mentioned, I went to River City Bricks and hung out with Michael for a little while he worked through. I took 2 big Lego bags full of stuff. I think there was a Pac-Man set. There was some smaller GWPs that had built up. There were some smaller sets. There was the Vespa. There was um, the droids pack, the little $100 pack with the pink droid in it. There was, oh, there's 2 bags full of stuff. And most of it I was never going to build. I'd already spent the money for or was a GWP. So he was very, very fair. He went through and I was figuring it would be about 70% of value, which we landed very close to that. And that was with store credit because I got to looking around and there was a couple of things that I wanted. So I traded 2 big bags of Lego that I wasn't going to build for 2 sets that I am going to build, and started a layaway on the Art Factory, which one that I've really been wanting. So I consolidated like all these mostly little sets and a Pac-Man set that I probably, with my experience with the Atari, would have gotten tired of very quickly. For oh, can you see? I hope you can see. Maybe I should shop. Maybe should stop the share. See if you guys can see better. It's not going to come up on the camera. There it is. I'll go back a little bit. So finally got the antique shop, which I've been wanting. And I think that and the Art Factory will complete the Bricklink sets that I want that I haven't gotten yet. And well, me and this camera ain't getting along. And the new Monet set. So both of those are in my Lego lanes. And I consolidated down a lot of stuff that was not in my Lego lanes. So I did some inventory redistribution. And since I'm thinking you guys probably didn't see these earlier, these are the books from Unis Lapis. Okay, so now let's see where we're at. What are we doing? Bear with me, still looking here. There's the button I want. Really cool. Okay, so Ricky's tip. I warned y'all he had more jokes, right? Avoid red and yellow Lego logic justifications. The wheel doesn't lie, but it might be wrong. That's probably not bad advice. Build more, worry less. Today's goal, spin the wheel, blame the wheel, buy the set, feel great until payday. Chaos coordinator and brick enabler. And then his mug says, I don't have a spending problem, I have a justification problem. And then he's got how to use the wheel. I don't know, I just thought it was fun. I hope you guys, my wallet is crying. So, no judgment, only bricks. Spending may result in unplanned purchases, questionable logic, and extreme happiness. So yeah, just a little fun episode for you guys. I want to thank you guys for hanging out in the Lego room. I want to thank you for hanging out with me, spending your time with me, for liking and subscribing, for sharing with your friends, for interacting. I appreciate every post, every comment. I try to respond, as quickly as possible. I love the interaction. I love just talking Lego with you guys. So that's really, oh, did we talk about my Lego week? Did I lose that slide? What's going on here? I think we do. Thumbs Okay. Well, my Lego week, I went and did a inventory exchange with River City Bricks. If you're in the Danville area, Greensboro area, Martinsville area, they're worth the drive over there. Kenneth and Michael are really nice. They're easy to deal with. They have some cool sets. It's a, it looks like a smaller store, but it's packed. They have some really great stuff in there. They also are on Facebook and they're online, so you can shop them online as well. So if you're ever over that way, check them out. Uh, what else? Started the purge. Those videos I'll probably work on today to post them next week. Would like to do another live. Going to put the ask out there again to my fellow creators. If you'd like to get together on a Zoom call and just compare notes and chat, I would like to do that. Just reach out to me at legolevinlady@gmail.com and we'll try and set that up. What else this week? Been kind of a busy week at work. So I think that's about all. Probably will not be a full episode next Sunday, but maybe we'll try to squeeze in some time to build together or just chat live or something along the way. Since we reached our 50 and we're about to blow past 60, and I'm so thankful for that, I can now do live streams with my phone. So I'm really excited to try and find figure that part out. So all right, that's it for now. You will notice some new music. Oh, that's something else I did. I went through Fiverr. Let me pull up his name so I don't get it wrong. And actually had some music created for the podcast. And he did awesome. And my memory is horrible. So give me just a second and I'll give you his name. Ricardo Munoz. And he did awesome. He went out, he looked at the channel, he had me send him some music that had the vibe that I like. And then he made some intro, outro, and it's a Lego Lovin' Lady funk and a Lego Lovin' Lady blues that'll play. You heard part of it is in behind the Cat in the Hat speed build and review now. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be dropping some along, and I think our next episode won't be until 5:31. That's a little bit of a long stretch. If I can get one together for next weekend, I will, but I don't want to just slap something together. But there will be some shorts and maybe a surprise live or two in there between now and then. So you guys have a great week. Have a great holiday next weekend. Enjoy your family and friends. And I'll see you next time.